Hi fans of high quality entertainment. Well, my brother-in-law gave me his stereo system. Without getting into the details of why, he needed a good home for it, and so I volunteered. And so I just want to thank him. Now he's not, he's not one of these people. He's the only person actually that's not on Facebook. So I'll just say thank you again to my brother-in-law. His first name is Ken. That's all I'll give you for information. So in a separate video or two, I'm going to show the stereo system I was kindly given. And so I got a lot of vinyl records. Now most of these I'm not going to be keeping. I don't have the interest in them. He likes bluegrass and country and whatever. But Glenn Kellaway from the Basement is a bluegrass fan, and I told Ken I would forward whatever he wants here onto him. But there are going to be some vinyl records I'm going to keep for sure and start up my vinyl collection. So these are just all over the place. And the other thing I will say is, even if some of the covers aren't in the greatest shape, I would say 99% of the records are in like mint condition or close to mint. I'll have to go through these fast. So Hank Williams Jr., I'll just show you one vinyl. And it'd be funny, it's all scratched up. Yeah, like I said, every one of them is in just really nice condition. You're not going to see a bunch of scratches and dirt. So I don't want to make this an hour-long video, so I might speed this up a bit and show you all of the albums, just the covers. Now I do like Merle Haggard. My dad had him in his vinyl collection. What I might also do is just make this 2 parts or 3 parts. Jerry Reed, the awesome Jerry Reed. The Dirt Band. Doc Watson. And my brother-in-law has met him, talked to him, correspondence with his wife. Double. Like I said, they're all in really nice condition. Doc and Merle Watson. Doc and Merle Watson. Lonesome Road. Lonesome Road. I don't know why I say it like that. Chet Atkins, Doc Watson, Reflections. When I saw this, some of you might know I do this worst album covers, and I wasn't sure if this was a joke or if it was real, but it's real. Ladies Fancy. Actually, it looks like Glenn Kellaway from the Basement a bit. But, obviously, if my brother-in-law has this in his collection, the guy's got talent. Just like me. I've heard of this guy. And my brother-in-law's a big Chris Christopherson fan. He thinks he's one of the greatest songwriters. Chris and Rita Coolidge. Hank Williams Jr., Man of Steel. That's my nickname. Look at that. I should pose like that. The great Merle Haggard. Okie from Muskogee. I've heard of that song. Honeysuckle Rose, Willie Nelson and Family. Fateful. I know that Glenn will be interested in some of these. I should sell them to him and make a profit. This one's damaged, but like I said, I'm sure some of these they bought at, flea markets or whatever. Neil Sedaka. But once again, that's why he bought it. The record's in mint condition. Jennifer Warnes. The songs of Leonard Cohen. This sold a few copies. Cindy Lane and Wild Country. Jose Feliciano, 10 to 23. It's got the embossed. I don't know if you can see that. It's cool. And there is a little bit of rock in this collection, just haven't gotten to it yet. Ricky Skaggs, Reba McEntire, Elvis, double vinyl. Looking good. Lee Greenwood. 25 years of country music classics. 2 CDs, and they're all, they're either in paper sleeves or plastic sleeves, most of them. The Greatest of Eddie Arnold, double vinyl, and paper sleeves. Ricky Van Shelton. Denise LePage, Station Road. I think maybe a handful of these are kind of local, because they would support musicians that they would hear. The World's Greatest Polka Package. This one I'm keeping. Sorry, Glenn. It's 2 CDs, I always say CDs. Oh, I'm afraid it's in mint condition. That's a nice package. The Power of Love. Here we go. Cat Stevens. Now we're talking. I might keep this one. Sorry, Glenn. actually had this in the early 70s. This one, of course, is, yeah, it just has to be re-glued, but like I said, the vinyl itself is really nice. The original paper sleeve. Gordon Lightfoot. I bet Sam's watching this. Hopefully he's watching this video. Willie Nelson. You're always on my mind. You're always on my mind. Johnny Cash. I remember my dad having this very vinyl wrapped. The great Paul Simon. I'll keep that one. Love Paul Simon. Doc Watson, Southbound. Chris Christopherson again. Waylon, Greatest Hits. Fleetwood Hollywood Magic with Glenn Campbell and other people. Anne Murray, Christmas Wishes. Happy Holiday, Frank Sinatra and some others. Elvis in Hollywood. Elvis Forever 2-record set. I'm maybe about maybe a quarter through. Gordon Lightfoot. Hank Williams Jr.'s Greatest Hits. Everybody knows this one. In a paper sleeve. Doc Watson, and this is autographed by some of the band members. Pretty cool. Ah, the Eagles, Desperado. Paper sleeve. Gary, is it Gary Morris? Gary Morris, plain brown wrapper. He's a rapper. Looks pretty cool. The great Jim Croce, is it? I don't know how you say his last name. I've heard it said more than one way. Gatefold. Bob and Doug McKenzie. Good day, eh? Paul and Mary. Rock and Roll Fever. Yeah, another one of my dad's favorites. He was great. The Best of Charlie Pride. Kiss an Angel Good Morning. Neil Diamond. 2-record set. Kenny Rogers. Marty Robbins. Oh, Damaged. Yeah, this one scratched a tiny bit. Glenn Campbell live. Double vinyl. Merle Haggard, Out Among the Stars. How to Play the 5-String Banjo by Pete Seeger. Ooh. I know that Glenn plays the banjo. This one, I think everybody owned. Old John's Greatest Hits. And this one too, The Best of Bread. Gatefold. I've never seen this before. Ray Stevens, I never made a record I didn't like. Well, that's some confidence, isn't it? Earl Scruggs, Dueling Banjos. Flat and Scruggs and the Foggy Mountain Boys. I remember this one. I bought this for my sister when it came out. The Everly Brothers, EB-84, and includes the song On the Wings of a Nightingale that Paul McCartney wrote for them. I love that song. Jose Feliciano again. Dan Hill, Canadian singer. Sometimes when we touch, the honesty's too much. Valdy, another Canadian. The Hometown Band. The Essential Doc Watson. Cool. Oh, goes that way. 2-record set. Ray Price. Mississippi John Hurt, Last Sessions. The Best of Sonny James. Yeah, Young Love. I love that song by him. Jerry Jeff Walker, Drifting Way of Life. Valdy again with Hot Rocks. Old Timey Concert, Doc Watson, Clint Howard, and Fred Price. Rural Rhythm presents Fiddling Buck Ryan with Don Reno and Red Smiley, and it's autographed. I think. Yeah. Yeah, sincerely Don Reno. Cool. It's the Dubliners. Fiddler's Dream, Smiley Bates. Look, he's smiling. Flat Top Guitar Instrumental, Smiley Bates. He's smiling. Keith Whitley. John Denver, Rocky Mountain High. Flat and Scruggs. Terry Gibbs. Dueling Banjos, Deliverance. I love that movie. The Jets, Why Not Me? Norman Blake. Chris and Rita, Full Moon. Valdy again with Family Gathering. Banjo, Bluegrass, Eddie Fourier. Party Rock 2. 3 record set. Now we're talking. And Dan Seals. But that's not all. Doc Watson on stage. Double record. The paper sleeve. The World of Flat and Scruggs. Some of these are, you know, really nice packaging, like the artwork. Very nice. I had this on vinyl. Billy Joel. John Schneider. He has a mustache like I do. Ah, Creedence Clearwater Revival. I'll be keeping this one. Look at that. Mint condition. And another one I'll be keeping. Elton John. This is local. The Singing Post family. So that's got to be the very, very early 70s. The Singing Post family, my Prince Edward County home. One song away. One song away from retiring. Singing Post family, country music. Heavy metal. Their next album was called Heavy Metal. It's a lonely, lonely world because she left the Post family. She's on her own. The Golden Ring, yeah, I remember these. Tribute to Glenn Campbell. So it's other musicians singing or playing. 24 country gospel greats. The Troublemaker, that's Willie Nelson. And Maria Mulder. I've heard of these guys. Pure Prairie League, bustin' out. Linda Ronstadt. The Little Drummer Boy, Living Voices. Christmas Time in the Country, the Singing Post family again. I've got their whole discography, unfortunately. Richard Clayderman. I'll put this on at Christmas for Molly. Seals and Crofts. Diamond Girl. My laundry's done. Heartbreaker. The Soft Magic of Today's Music. The Best of Disney, Volume 1. Roberta Flack. Killing Me Softly. That's cool. Stevie Nicks, Belladonna. I had that on vinyl. The Best of the Great Roy Clark. The Elite. Helen Reddy. It's one of those triple gatefolds. It's cool. Merry Christmas, Bing. Urban Cowboy. Oh, hit myself. It's okay, I'm all right. Girls' Night Out. Conway Twitty. Hello, darling. Maria Mulder again. Fold. The great Canadian Burton Cummings double vinyl. Kenny Rogers, What About Me? The best of, says Johnny Horton. Yeah, The Legend of Johnny Horton. The sticker over Don Williams, Johnny Horton. Highway 101. Dan Seals again. Greatest Hits, Tom T. Hall. Dennis LePage and Station Road at the Cowboy Arms Hotel, and looks like it's autographed. Another one. Uptown Whiskey Jack. Alabama. Burton Cummings' Dream of a Child. A great Guess Who singer. He had a very successful career, solo career in Canada with lots of hits. Of course, the Great Trio. Another Maria album. Hank Williams Jr. Greatest Hits 3. Rita Coolidge, The Ladies Not for Sale. The Eagles, One of These Nights. The Red Clay Ramblers Merchant's Lunch. Old Time Fiddle. A Very Merry Christmas, Volume 6. Well, Chet Atkins and Ed Ames, Perry Como. Kenny and Dolly, Once Upon a Christmas. Now this one I found a little odd being in his collection, but it's Hot Tuna, the guys from Jefferson Airplane. I think this was acoustic or blues or whatever, so maybe he liked that. The one and only Canadian Hank Snow. And this is from 1963. I Got a Name, Life and Times, Gatefold. Jim taking it easy on the bed. Elvis. Another Jose album, Fireworks. Garth Brooks, his debut album. This was cool to see. Ronnie Hawkins, The Lady from Baltimore. I think this is from the 70s. Elvis again. A Lightfoot collection. Gordon Lightfoot. Gordon Lightfoot, Sundown. Gordon Lightfoot, Old Dan's Records. Chris Christopherson, Border Lord. Carpenter's Christmas Portrait. Kenny Rogers' Christmas. Little Drummer Boy. Kenny Rogers' Eyes That See in the Dark. The Mamas and Papas, 16 of the Greatest Hits. The Seldom Seen. This one's cool too. Elementary Dr. Watson. Merle Haggard, Same Train, A Different Time, double vinyl. Almost done. Jim and Ingrid Crochet. Caribou, Elton John. Elvis Christmas album. Chris Christopherson. And finally, this one's cool. James Taylor, his debut album on the Apple label. Thumbnail. Yeah. So that is it. Thanks for watching, and thank you once again, Ken, my brother-in-law, who's not on social media.